funny cars, despite their name, aren't exactly court jesters. They can also tear through inner space at close to 330 miles per hour. And when they get into trouble, there's nothing funny about them.
Oh! Huge explosion for Frank! Hang on! Oh! Johnny Gray blows the body off. Unbelievable. Oh! Huge explosion for Caps! Oh, and John crosses the center line. Tony is going to get the win. Not very pretty. Oh, a big explosion on Scooz's car. Oh, mercy. Hang on, Dale.
Ever wondered what it would be like to have a bomb go off in your lap? Well, when a funny car engine explodes, that's exactly what the driver has on his hands. Let's let a few of them describe it for you.
I guess I've been driving now for probably, 14 years, now 13 years, and by far the biggest concussion explosion I've ever experienced. You know, it was going along, and it shook the tire and did a few things. I pedaled a couple times. I thought everything was okay, and all of a sudden just kaboom, you know. So my dad told me it had a couple cylinders out, so I'm sure something failed, you know, and that's how it is.
It was a weird vibration, the thing. I mean, it blew up like, we've been through blow-ups and fires, all the funny car guys have, but it blew up and it stunned me, and next thing I know, I had a lot of black in front. The firewall, I guess, had come back, and I thought I took my legs off. And I got on the radio with my crew guys because I couldn't see, and I couldn't grab the brake handle. The body was in my lap, and I couldn't breathe. It was pushing on me, and I knew the wall was coming up, so I just got my hands in there and kind of hung on. But I thought, man, I took my legs off. I couldn't feel them. They were numb, and it came back, and my knees are pretty banged up. It wasn't a pleasant experience.
It hit the bump out there, and it carried the front end and made a violent move to the left. When it did, I yanked it right and pedaled it just out of reaction. And when I pedaled it, it lit the 70 gallons a minute that's going into this Nitro motor, the Hemi, and it lit it off and it exploded.
I'm a little eyebrowless and a little eyelashless, but you know, it's part of funny car racing. You know, you go out here and compete, you pedal it a few times like I did. You're in a war when you're out here racing, you know, and you don't think of anything other than when the blue, luckily, my eyes closed when all of a sudden you get a flash of fire in your face, luckily, but I'm pretty sunburned around my eyes. It'll probably be worse tomorrow.
You just do whatever you can and the best you can do, and I knew it was big. You know, I was just trying to, the biggest thing I was trying to do was keep it, and luckily, you know, I remember now there are no gaps in the guardrail. You know, that's the thing that scares me most, and like 10 years ago when I had quite a few of these, or 15 years ago, you know, there were gaps, and we always fought it off. So it's still an instinct, but did my best to keep it off the guardrail. I'm not sure how many times it hit. You know, I was bouncing around pretty good there.
When I get off that throttle once and get back onto it, it's in my hands, and I knew it, but you know what? This is what I get paid all that money for. I love it. I wouldn't do anything else. I can't wait to get back in that car again.
I can't even explain it to somebody. It's unbelievable how it explodes, and then it takes you a minute to get your senses back, and then you realize you have no control because the body was pushing on me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't feel anything. I thought my legs were gone. And then I'm trying to grab the brake, and the body's in the way of even grabbing the brake. All I could get to was my little radio on my steering wheel, and I'm screaming at Todd, our assistant crew chief, to help me. I just remember saying, Todd, help me. I can't see, I can't feel, I can't stop the car, and that was it.
Days like today, you're thinking about becoming a top fuel driver again?
Not a chance.